Hello and welcome to Arcade Couch, the best place to chill with your friends and get your game goodness each and every Monday. My name's Blight, and joining me on the couch this week, Ashley Hopley.
I'm excited to be here on a news-filled week, right?
You're dead wrong. It is going to be a quick one, and
Let's all give thanks for that.
yeah, that's all. Good bit. Also here, Kieran Merchant.
Hello. It is I.
What are you thankful for?
Black Friday sales? Sure.
Why'd that take you so?
I don't know.
No, that's a shit answer. Don't give me some thankful for corporate capitalist bullshit answer. Give me a real answer. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for, Kieran? What are you thankful, Ash? What are you thankful
good
for?
People.
Hades 2.
Hades 2.
I'm thankful for Charlie XCX. There we go. That's what I'm thankful for. Every day. Brat changed my religion. Yeah, not much on the show this week. Just go over a couple news stories and then go over what video games are releasing in December. But yes, every year, without a doubt, we record this show or other gaming shows that we've done, and December is just fucking boring. But the game awards happen, then it goes back to being boring. So at that stage, we'll probably just go on holidays. Nonetheless, let's go. So Fortnite, reading from IGN. Fortnite developer Epic Games has announced that 10.5 million players just tuned into Zero Hour, the highly anticipated live event that featured heroes from the world's biggest franchises turning up Avengers Endgame style to save the day. Online, at least 3 million more watched the event via streaming platforms. Iron Man, Superman, Godzilla, and K-pop Demon Hunters were just some of the characters who made appearances within the event as Fortnite's finest gathered to defeat the Dark Presence, the game's latest big bad. Many of the characters appearing in the event had been teased ahead of time, though exactly what would happen was left uncertain. And indeed, despite going multiple rounds with King Kong and the Star Destroyer, the Dark Presence was still left standing. Perhaps the biggest surprise event was just quite how much Fortnite celebrated its own beloved lore, with the Dark Presence finally defeated thanks to a last-ditch decision by Jonesy to call in the game's villainous Cube. There are so many. I feel like I'm reading in another language. What are we talking about? I didn't know. Did either of you two know that there was actually a story in Fortnite?
Somewhat. There's something going on. Yeah.
I mean, after the last one, where one of the earlier chapters. I mean, the first time they did like a full chapter, we're taking the game offline. When the Rock characters showed up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And never appeared again, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Is a habit of that.
Like Terry Crews in Crackdown 2. Weird reference. Did anyone watch any of this or watch any clips of it or anything like that? It is nonsensical. It literally has a moment, and people have even in this article they have a video. People even like dubbed over the Avengers Endgame music where everyone comes through the portal, because they just do like a bit for bit moment where literally, I don't know, Jonesy, I guess, is the guy. That's it, right? Yeah. He's like standing there. It's like, oh God, we're going to battle this dude or whatever. And then from out behind, fucking all these people start coming out of portals. But it's Godzilla. It's fucking Superman. It's a giant mech thing. It's fucking, Hatsune Miike's riding on Godzilla, I think. Absolutely nonsense. And then you run through as your character, like charging at this whatever thing the bad guy's called, and then like all these people crash around you. King Kong falls over, and then later it's like they do like it's the insanity of like pop culture references, because then of course someone yells, "Quick, get to the choppers!" and then you jump on the choppers, and it's the K-pop Demon Hunters girls, and then of course the music starts banging out for that as you're like flying up in a helicopter, and it is a lot.
Let's be honest, Spielberg nailed it, because this looks like the ending of Ready Player One.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, Fortnite is literally just the closest we have to Ready Player One.
Currently.
When VR technology can get better, and that's just Fortnite, that is Ready Player One at that point, I think, basically. Like, the world's there. They just need the VR technology and stuff to be able to match it, and yep. Jump into your save up them V-Bucks and get your DeLorean car to race around the track with King Kong or whatever the hell this is. Are you looking at it now, by the way?
I was just flicking through it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's absolute nonsense. I mean, it's kind of cool though. I mean, it's so many people like obviously tune in for these events. I don't think any other game in history I can think of that has had this like sort of
sustained
thing where they can draw in this many people for massive live events. In-game events and stuff like that. Yeah.
Probably like I would imagine like World of Warcraft raids and expansions like that.
Yeah, but not to this cinematic level, I guess, is the other thing. Like no one's tried to do something as to this, Yes, people, I'm sure millions of people, massive WoW raids, millions of people.
Destiny raids, that kind
of stuff. Destiny raids back in the day.
I was thinking back to
Destiny 2
raids, WoW like launches, like WoW expansion launches and stuff like that. Yeah. Like where people are waiting for the single thing that causes.
I remember Mr. Pandora or whatever, Pandora. That was a huge. I remember reading about that being obviously massive.
I remember Warlords of Draenor. Everybody was lined up. There was like a portal to get through to it, and everybody was like in lines.
In a queue,
yeah, in the queue to go in. Yeah.
Gamers can be civilized sometimes. Quick, everyone, get in the line. We can't all fit through side by side.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll all get into the game eventually. But yeah, that's Fortnite. So it's gone offline for a couple hours and it's going to come back. But I mean, they like had another video that sort of plays at the end where they tease. From my understanding of reading the full article, pretty much they're bringing back tying things back to the original storyline that was within Fortnite. Something about six main heroes or something and whatever. I don't know. They're going back to their roots of the story or something. So, also before I move on to the next story, because that's Kill Bill related as well, there is a part at some stage in this where fucking Kill Bill, Uma Thurman, Kill Bill's like on a Beatrix Kiddo drives down on a motorbike, rides it up the side of something. I can't remember what it was, Godzilla or some shit, and then does like a backflip and it's like, get on. Then you jump on the back of her thing as the music's like playing and you're shooting at the creature at the same time. Yeah, insanely. All right, talking about Kill Bill, because that was the other thing this week that I just thought was a made up April Fool's story at first, to be completely honest. I nearly skipped this because I'm like, are we going to talk about this? What do you want to watch? But I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm talking about Fortnite anyway. So Eurogamer says Fortnite's next big event will act as a narrative sequel to Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill movies, bringing back Uma Thurman as Beatrix Kiddo, as well as Yuki Yabari, the sister of one of Kill Bill Volume 1 antagonists. This comes in the form of the Lost Chapter, Yuki's Revenge, which will premiere on the 31st of November, our time sometime. It's an animated movie made in the Fortnite engine, directed and written by Quentin Tarantino. You can access the premiere 30 minutes before its starting time, so be sure to get there early, blah, blah, blah. In addition, you can watch it in real life on actual cinema screens on the 5th of December in select theaters across the USA, Canada, and UK, as well as where they're showing the Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair thing where both things going down. So this is wild to me because Tarantino is like such a he's a film on film, fuck digital, sort of, he's a very old school sort of dude, right? So this is just the wildest combination of things that has ever happened, I feel like, in Fortnite, at least to me. Especially the fact that it's Uma Thurman still voicing, right? And she got in a mocap suit and Quentin Tarantino directed her doing the mocap scenes for this.
I think there's one key piece of information that I don't know has been a news report we might need to look into, or somebody needs to look into. Have Epic Games and the Fortnite team recently redeveloped or revamped their feet technology of all of their models? Because maybe they went to Quentin and were like, hey mate, we've got all of these characters in the game, all with unique feet. If you would,
the rest of their bodies are like super cartoony, but their feet super realistic.
Perfect. Like
they take off their shoes, super realistic.
We got
feet.
Everybody who's a real person in this game. We got them in feet capture, and we've got them perfectly for you. You can do whatever you like with them. We'll give you a special software kit for that section.
I mean, you could be right, to be honest. Have either of you watched the teaser trailer they put out for this?
No.
All right, look, I'm putting it. Here's a YouTube link in the public chat in here, right? If you don't watch the whole thing, all I want you to do now is I just want to live reacts to flick forward to 28 seconds, and then you'll watch until 35 seconds, and you'll see the moment of which I went, oh, this is super serious Kill Bill stuff. Nope, it's still got Fortnite nonsense in it.
To what is it? Sorry?
So just start at like 28 and watch to 35.
Okay.
You'll see, when you see the banana, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's got Give Me Chocolate. It's got Baby Metal playing. That's always dope.
Because they've pitched it as it was something that Quentin wrote but didn't include in the original movies because of inability to do it. So it's pitching as like it's this story they always wanted to do and just didn't do or whatever, which is fine. But then I'm like, why do you still have to do the silly Fortnite stuff? Like, I understand it's made in Fortnite and that's sort of it's made in Unreal Engine 5 using Fortnite assets is the thing. But I'm like, why do you have to include weird shenanigans stuff? Can you have just done it more serious or straight?
I need you to feel yourself in this moment. You're locked in combat. A giant banana man comes out of a house wielding a shotgun, and I need you to yell at him to tell him to get back in the house and get down on the floor. All right? This is your moment.
Yeah.
Action.
That's what I'm saying. She was directed. You're yelling at someone running out of the house. I want to know if it was told it would be a banana man or they just said someone will walk out of the house. Line.
I don't know. I feel like that fits in the Kill Bill universe.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Also, I forgot to mention, for people who are like, what's this character? It's the sister of the one that she fights in Volume 1 who has like the spinning ball
Lucy
chain
Liu?
thing.
No,
not Lucy Liu. The second one, the one that comes out and fights her, and she's got that chain ball thing that's throwing around, and she just blocks it with the chair and stuff, and like the schoolgirl uniform one. Like after she takes out the crazy 88, and then that girl comes out. It's like the Lucy Liu's second in command, sort of whatever. It's her sister is the story. Yeah. I know that when they started talking about it, I think some people assumed it was the long rumored or fan wanting storyline set after Volume 2, where it's like the first person she kills, the daughter, like comes after her for revenge or whatever. But no, it's not that. This would have fit into.
This is like an uncut timeline.
Pretty much. It's like a deleted scene shootout that didn't make it. So that's why she's still got the pussy wagon and all that stuff. I mean, I'm going to watch it, obviously, but I just think it's one of the. I can't tell. I can't decide if it's just if wild is the correct word or stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it when I watch it. Maybe I'll be like, that was kind of cool. Maybe in watching it and seeing it still be Uma doing the voice and the performance and stuff, I'll be like, oh, that was kind of cool.
When this comes out to be like Dylan's favorite short film of 2026.
That would ruin me if that was what happened.
I don't know. I find this maybe a little bit hypocritical just because of, like you said, Quentin's whole thing about film and like keeping things permanently. And like this is being made on a service that is constantly evolving and constantly removing content that you'll never be able to access ever again. So at some point, this is going to disappear, and the only form it's ever going to be shown is like YouTube videos and that kind of stuff. Also, I don't know if you saw this story, but Quentin Tarantino came out this week and said that the creator of Battle Royale should have sued Susan Collins for Hunger Games.
Collins, I think his quote was something.
So then the irony of him working on a game that's known for Battle Royale.
Yeah.
A little bit hypocritical.
I don't know how much he's just signing off on things, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll direct it, whatever." Fucking, I don't know. What did you just watch, by the way?
Sorry, I was still flicking through this Fortnite event, and the big moment of the evil boss being destroyed.
Yeah, there is a soccer ball into him.
Yeah, soccer ball into it, but there is a giant Homer Simpson in his underwear celebrating in the background. And I was just like, what the fuck?
There's also at the start when they're traveling, they go for all these different worlds or whatever, and they like fall into one where there's a giant Homer Simpson and they're like jumping on his belly or whatever. And there's just the ridiculousness of the VO being like, oh, not Springfield again or something like, I don't know.
Because the current map is what was the current map was Springfield.
Yeah. Wild. All right. We just talked a bunch about AI in Between the Questions. Go listen to that episode. But a little bit more AI, just get everyone's thoughts on this topic. So, Eurogamer writes, making developers disclose where or not generative AI has been used during the making of a game and how makes no sense, according to Epic Games boss Tim Sweeney. Sweeney made the remarks while responding to a post on X by former Unreal Engine developer Matt Workman, who said, Steam and all digital marketplaces need to drop the made with AI label. It doesn't matter anymore. Agreed, said Sweeney. The AI tag is relevant to art exhibits for authorship disclosure and to digital content licensing marketplaces where buyers need to understand the right situation. It makes no sense for game stores where AI will be involved in nearly all future production. Sweeney then followed his comment a few hours later with another post that read, why stop at AI use? We could have mandatory disclosures for what shampoo brands the developers used. Customers deserve to know. Lol. The made with AI labels Sweeney and Workman are referring to are mandatory disclosures developers must make on Steam if their game contains traces of AI use. Take Arcade, the Steam page, for example. It says AI generated content disclosure. During the development process, we may use procedural and AI-based tools to assist with content creation. In all such cases, the final product reflects the creativity and expression of our own development team. Sweeney's comments have understandably provoked reaction across the gaming industry, with decorated indie developer Mike Bithell of Bissell Games posting a Blue Sky. I just find this really sad. Imagine being so certain that you need slot machines to do your work that you convince yourself that everybody must need them. How do you feel about because if you look at basically any game on Steam now, a majority of them have some sense of AI tag or whatever down the bottom. Do you feel like it's something that people deserve the right to know?
Yeah,
or it should be
100%, right? Like it is across the board. Like I still think it is important for things to be labeled when AI has been used. It's the same as YouTube or content creators having to when they have an ad to list things as hashtag ad. Like having to display it for people to see. I think it's good consumer practice to show that to people and to give people the understanding of information of what they're consuming and what it's lending itself to.
Ivan Tick mentioned before in the Between Questions, obviously the Riverside creates the AI edited videos or whatever. Like it's our content from the podcast, but that just creates these clips. But I still tag those as AI created content on TikTok just for disclosure's sake, I suppose. What do you reckon, Ash?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a very much a can of worms because you're using the wide term of AI when we're really looking at this tiny segment of generative AI.
Yeah.
That because technically all video games use AI.
Yeah.
Technically, so I can understand from a wide point, like every game uses AI, but we're clearly targeting a certain element of AI being used that people don't like and aren't appreciating, and giving consumers more information about what's in the game isn't necessarily a bad thing, and giving them the choice of whether they want to support something or not, is for the best, because it's far better than consumers finding out post release. Oh, all this stuff is generated, all these elements, and I guess it for a lot of people it's not going to matter. We already know Arcade is big success. Lots of people playing that, despite
success,
and it just depends on what degree. Like, does it matter that I'm sure like Unity, or Unreal 5, generates a certain amount of stuff. Like, you can ask it to do a bunch of trees and it'll just generate trees, right?
Yeah.
or it has a catalog, a library of trees.
Yeah.
You know. So are we going to get upset if there's just a randomly generated tree or that kind of stuff in a game? Probably not. But like, I don't know. It's difficult because obviously video game development is so arduous, but also there's so many things that are happening that we don't know about, and like so many small things that could turn into big things. It's like, but just informing people is probably the best course of action. It's
Yeah, because the whole thing is like Epic doesn't have that mandatory thing. By sounds of it, won't ever, considering Tim Sweeney's comments. But Steam has made it a necessary disclosure that you've got to put on your page if your game uses AI. But I guess I think you're right. It's just like generative AI. But it's also a thing like it has led to, because like take the alters, I think, which had some background artwork or something like that, or something like that. I think I do wonder something. I'm like, if it wasn't disclosed on the Steam page, would people have ever even found out? I guess I don't know.
People weirdly have a great nose for figuring out what's AI and what's not.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that good. Sometimes I'll watch a video and go, they look real to me, and then everyone in the comments will be like,
Trump
"This is AI. This is AI."
Drop a bunch of poop in a fighter jet on people.
Oh yeah, probably not that one. Yeah, probably not that. Yeah. Trump has all the generative AI apps on his phone, or the White House does. That's for sure. So just dropping out shit everywhere. But no, sometimes I'll watch ones with dogs, and they'll be like, "That looked real. Like the dog did look like it did that." But everyone in the comments convinced it's AI, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not convinced. Yeah, I agree. I think it is necessary, because the other thing is, at the end of the day, he's talking about to wrap up the subject, I'd say he's talking about video games solely as like a product that people buy, right? But if from them treating them as a artistic, like an art form, I do think it is important to note, like, hey, if your game does have generative AI, generative images and stuff like that in it, then it's worth knowing, because if people, it then to me doesn't. You don't need to celebrate if you're like, man, the artistic direction. Oh wait, no, it was mostly created with generative AI. Okay, forget the artistic direction. There was no artistic direction. Like, I think that's what probably for. All right, finally, read through the December games coming out, which there isn't. I mean, there's not a whole lot, but I'll read through the list. Stop me on anything that takes your fancy, and I'll stop myself as I go. Idle Aquarium comes out December 1st. December 2nd, Marvel Cosmic Invasion comes out. So I'm pretty keen for this. This is the side-scrolling beat 'em up Marvel game. I assume you're keen for this, Ash?
Yeah. They've had a lot of success with the recent beat 'em up games that they've been working on. So looks cool.
Yeah, looks very cool. This kind of snuck up to me. I was like, remember it being announced at the Game Awards like a year ago, I think. Yeah, somewhere around there, and then not seeing it for ages. But no, really like the art style and everything. And they've done, as you said, they've done such a good job with this genre. December 3rd, Sleeper Wait comes out. This is a horror game. However, I'm really intrigued from this one because it comes from Corey Davis, who did Spec Ops: The Line, as well as Robin Thicke from Nine Inch Nails. So, and this is one of the published by the movie studio, Blumhouse. Yeah, it's a Blumhouse one. So I'm pretty keen for that. Obviously, very much a Dylan cup of tea, but keen for that. Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out Nintendo Switch on the same day, December 3rd. Also, Kingdom of Night, Destiny 2 Renegades, new expansion thing. Obfuscation, which looked like another really weird horror game I saw on Steam, so I added it to the list here. Tingus Goose comes out on the same day. I'm keen to play that. That was at PAX this year. Absolutely a mindfuck of a game where I do feel like either you need to be on acid to play it, or you'll just feel like you're on acid while playing it. So it's like a body horror game, but I don't know how to describe it.
The thumbnail for this game features a man on a gurney with a giant goose head coming out of his stomach. So,
yep,
there you go.
Yep, Australian game. So, check it out. I've got some stickers for it somewhere. The guy gave me. So, December 4th, Elden Ring Night Reign, the Forsaken Hollows DLC comes out. Of course, that was just shown off at the Xbox thing last week or the week before, whenever that was. Let It Die Inferno comes out. That also apparently this morning or this afternoon, I was reading an article where it apparently has a shit ton of generative AI in it. But there you go. Guild Wars Reforged is apparently this came out of nowhere. I saw this other day. Guild Wars was a huge MMO, and out of nowhere, it's getting rebooted. So there is pockets of the internet I could find where people are rallying behind this because they obviously loved it when it was out. I remember when it was the first couple of years of it or whatever, it was huge. Like it was, I don't know what
WoW competitor almost.
Yeah, pretty much. And at some stage it sort of died off, but yeah, so that sort of got announced out of nowhere. Like it literally only got announced last week, I think, just sort of subtly on the internet. I didn't see any big, just like this is the thing. Okay.
Apparently, it's free to play.
Well, you can buy shit, I assume, but
yeah.
On the same day, December 4th as well, Rising Heat comes out. She's Leaving comes out, another horror first-person horror game. December, apparently, horror month. The Amiibo for Metroid comes out. Don't Scream Together comes out. This looks pretty cool. We should play this. It says, Don't Scream Together is an online co-op jump scare horror simulator where you and your friends walk through a pitch black forest with camcorders. 1993. Use proximity chat and escape the forest. But if anyone screams or speaks too loudly, the game restarts or the screamer returns as the hunter. Kind of cool. December 5th, October Traveler 0 comes out to everything. So that's one. Also now for people like, man, is this how many Octopath Traveler games is this? This is the third one. It's 0. But you can play as 8 characters in your party now. Also on the same day, Metroid Prime 4 finally comes out. So keen to jump into Samus's latest adventure. Are you going to grab it, Karen? Or
I'll wait and see. I feel like this game is still. I almost want to say undersold. Like I don't feel like it has as much hype going into it. I don't feel
it
like
needs a direct.
I don't think that Nintendo's done that much going into it, and that worries me. If Nintendo themselves
they're just betting that it's the big December release.
Yeah,
it's got the history, it's got the name recognition that it's just going to sell.
They had the same thing going into Pokemon, with Legends. Like I feel like Metroid needs more than what Legends did.
Maybe they'll announce a direct this week.
Probably,
if they did, that would make sense. A couple of days ahead of that would work out. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I do feel like they haven't shown a crap ton of it, but as to Ash's point, I do think that it's literally the biggest game in December. So maybe they're just like, no other game is as recognizable. There's no other big sequels or anything like massive. It's just like, it's Metroid. Samus is on the cover. Huge Nintendo property.
Mm-hmm.
Assumes it sells. If it doesn't, their marketing fuck them. And why they would do that to them, beyond me. Same day, continuing, Blood Refresh Supply comes out. You can pick up a special fucking Wu Chang Fallen Feathers Xbox controller if you'd like. Routine comes out on. That's another first person horror game. Fucking December is the month. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow comes out to PC VR, PSVR VR, and MetaQuest 2 3. Kind of intrigued to see. I don't know if I'll play it myself, but I'm intrigued to at least see people's impressions and stuff on it. Cloudheim comes out in early access. Ferocious comes out on PC. This is Dinosaur, one of the many Dinosaur games that have come out in the last year or two. December 6th, you can pick up a Kirby controller, you can pick up a Kirby case, you can pick up a Nintendo case, you can pick up another Nintendo case. You can also pick up Backrooms Missing Person, a new Backrooms game if you want to, if that is your new favorite genre of walking through the same place a million times and looking for differences. The Case of the Worst Day Ever also comes out. That looks pretty fun. I hadn't seen this until I was looking through this article. It has a fun little art style, a bunch of fun little characters, and it's a little deduction mystery game. Skate Story comes out on December 9th. Pretty keen for that. Skating through the underworld and battling demons and got a cool art style. And I mean, it's a skating game, but not like a skating game, so keen for that. Same day as well, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comes to PlayStation 5. Still the weird world we live in. Here we are. December 10th, Unbeatable, hopefully finally comes out after being delayed last month. Still keen to play it. Said it last month, say it again. Also, I think at some point in this article, I'll read out a game that I've read out for 3 months in a row as it's releasing. It's been delayed every time. Mileno's Objob collection comes out December 12th. Pioneers of Pagonia comes out. This was not, I think this is the first time it's released outside of Japan, I think. Is that the story for that? Kings of Hell comes to early access. Cozy Rama comes to PC. A wireless fucking Atari joystick comes out December 13th. Terminator 2D No Fate. That's the one I'm talking about. I've read this out for October, November, and now December. This fucking game better release. Code Violet comes to PlayStation 5. Everdream Village comes out in early access. AO Neo's launching a new mini pocket console on December 15th, which will have some games and stuff in it. Also, there's a new Asus ROG controller coming out. December 16th, Raiders of Black Veil comes to early access. December 20th, the wild news from like a week or two ago, we never bothered talking about it, but Avatar Frontiers of Pandora gets a DLC.
Whoa!
Smart.
It is smart because it's releasing the same
same week as the movie.
The same week as the movie, at least, yeah. And they are doing a good job because they even chucked a full event. Like they had I saw they invited a bunch of influencers and stuff. Ubisoft Australia. They had they're treating it like a proper big release. So anyway, that's a game that came out like 2 years ago. Good DLC, but sure. And December 25th, Decomposition comes out, another psychological horror game. And then at some point in December, apparently Anxiety Puppy is supposed to come out, which looks pretty cool. And I'm keen for that because it's a game to do with two things I like: puppy and anxiety. Anything in there? What are people looking forward to playing the most? For me, I'm probably going to say Metroid, Tingus Goose, Sleepawake would probably be 3 things for me. And even 1 or 2 games. What do you reckon?
I mean, Cosmic Invasion.
Ash?
That seems yeah.
I honestly don't think there's
Nothing.
really much of anything for me. But I'm happy. Like it's at the minute I've got Marvel Rivals has got its anniversary event in the next couple of weeks, so I've got plenty to play with that. I've just gone back and started playing through Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 to give that a proper shot because I've got a new monitor coming, so it'll be a little pretty and stuff. So yeah.
Wait, you started playing before you got the new monitor?
Yeah, I decided because I decided because I installed it today in preparation, and I loaded it up, and then I went, fuck, I don't know. I can't remember anything about this game, so I've just been playing through the prologue at the moment.
So I'll play it, so then I can appreciate the difference when I
but then also play the prologue because the prologue's pretty on rails for the first couple of hours. So,
yeah, it is. And then you get loose and get very confused.
Yes.
All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of Arcade Couch. Of course, the Game Awards are now 2 weeks away, roughly.
Yeah.
Yes. So might do some predictions next week, I would say, and then the week after Game Awards, and then probably I haven't double checked to actually lock it in, but I would assume there might only be the last episode, or maybe one more after that before we're on break. I'll have to have a look. Cool. Until next week, same time, same bat channel. I can't be bothered going back to read out all the social stuff. Anyway, goodbye.